Hello everyone, this is Dr. Praveen Tripathi and with me is your favorite faculty, Dr. Gobind Rai Garg sir.
Hello everyone.
So Goga sir, the dates for the FMG exams have been announced and the exam is going to happen on 26th of July.
Yes.
So sir, the exam is happening a bit little late.
Yeah, than expected.
Yeah. So Goga sir, that is why I mean both you and me, both of us have been getting a lot of messages and it was important to record a video how to handle these 90 days and what should be your strategy. First of all, before I go to the video, Goga sir, this 26th July date, it has brought a new opportunity for the students who are not able to study well.
Yes.
Before we talk about the specifics, sir, what do you think? Now that a student has got almost 90 days, even if a student is just starting, does he have a chance or not?
Definitely, because 90 days is a big period, and we hope that little bit you must have studied during your college days also.
Yeah.
So these 90 days will be good enough to take a better chance for clearing this exam.
Right. So students, 88, 89, 90, whatever days are left, they are a significant number of days. And even if somebody is starting today, I think you have a very decent chance of cracking the examination. Let us talk about the strategy in detail. But before we talk about the strategy, I want to show some of the questions that we have been getting since yesterday and more so since the morning when the dates were announced. Question number 1, Goga sir. Sir, why was not able to study till now? Is it still possible? So we just answered this. 90 days, 3 months. See, in an exam like FMG exam, where you have to cross a particular score, the chances of success become even better if you give a very strong effort in the end, right? By in the end, I don't mean 7 days or 10 days. In the end means 2 months, 3 months, it is still possible. So the answer to this question is a big yes. You should not have any doubt in your mind. I would repeat myself and what Goga sir said, even if you're starting today, you have a very strong chance, provided you play your cards right, provided you do what is needed.
So most important is you should believe yourself that you can do, and if you work precisely toward your goal, definitely you will clear the exam.
100%. Goga sir, this is an age-old question. A lot of students study, but they somehow get stuck in that 130, 140. Very unfortunate are those students who get stuck above 145, and we know many such students. What is our advice to these students, sir?
So basically, if you are stuck between 130 140s, definitely you can improve. There is no reason to think that you cannot improve. But most important will be you need to work little bit on your concepts, because if you keep on doing PYQs and also the small courses, then it will be difficult to clear. Because for crossing the 150 mark, you cannot just do by rectification.
Right.
You must have some solid concepts. So you need to identify that which type of topics you are making wrong and work on them. Definitely you can improve the score plus 150, 170 plus also.
Doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result is not a good strategy. As Goga sir said, some students keep on reading the same book, same PYQ. PYQs are important. We are the biggest proponent of PYQs and PYTs, but they will take you to a certain extent. If you're stuck here, then as sir said, probably you are lacking in concepts. That is very important. We'll have to do some extra efforts. Goga sir, I keep forgetting whatever I read. What to do?
So the most important thing is to revise and revise. So whatever you are not able to remember, if you study 2 times, 3 times, or you speak aloud, then definitely you will start remembering them. So if you are not able to remember, you forget, the basic problem is you are not revising enough.
It is very important to have a structured preparation where enough revisions are done which take care of this problem, as Goga sir said. A lot of students struggle in this. They keep on spending too much time on one subject and later on they realize there is no time left for revision and for covering other subjects. That is why a structure is probably the most important thing when we prepare for something like FMG or NEET PG. Goga sir, I am an intern in China. Can I crack the exam with internship? Last FMG exam, we did a lot of interviews. There were so many students who were doing internship. They took a break, came to India, cracked the exam and went back. So, Goga sir?
So this is a big yes. So we have seen last time so many students, literally maybe more than 100 students I've talked to. So they have come from China, cleared the exam and went back. So with internship, definitely it is possible. Only thing is you need to work little harder than the other students.
Yeah. You remember, Goga sir, there were students who were studying in a group of 4 or 5.
Yes.
All of them got selected.
Yes.
So there, as Goga sir rightly said, hundreds of students did this in the last exam. And when we say China, it also means Russia, Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan, any of these places. Try to take some time out. In fact, your professors, your consultants, you can tell them that we have an exam to appear in. If they are nice enough, they will give you more time. We always say that, appearing for the exam in internship has its own benefits, because you're fresh with the final year knowledge, and many times a lot of questions you can solve with that knowledge. So if you're an intern, even if you have less time, there are also great positive sides to being an intern and preparing. I can identify the topic, but I choose the wrong answer. How to fix it? Why do you choose the wrong answer? Because see, if your learning is that this question, this answer, this question, this answer, if the question comes in the exact same form, you will get it right. If the examiner twists it a little, you will make a mistake. And that is what examiners are doing. Gone are the days when the FMG exams were having questions which were straight lift off from the previous years. Now, Goga sir, they always twist it a bit.
Yes.
And that is why it's very important that we have a in-depth understanding of the subject, so that little bit of twist here or there, you do not get confused.
So more importantly, you should not ratify the things. Try to understand and then try to go to answer. If you do not understand and just in that question it was written this answer, so this should be the answer, that will not go to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work any longer. It used to work like 5-6 years back, no longer. All right. So for our students who have been following Mission 200 Plus Lab 1 religiously, this is the question that some subjects they were not able to follow. What should they do? This is the 4th version of Mission 200 Plus going on. And by now it is very well established that if you follow this program properly, you are definitely going to not only crack the exam, but cross 200. In case you miss certain subjects, we will be giving you 5-6 days before you start with the second lab 2. So you can use those days to complete those subjects. Goga sir, if you remember when we were interviewing, some students told us that in lab 2, in the morning they would revise on their own, and in the evening they would revise with us.
Yes.
So in that way, they ensured that they did 2 revisions in the lab 2, right? For those who are not a part of Cerebellum, we will show the schedule. But for those of you who are a part of Cerebellum, you know that we take live classes in the evening hours. Many students, what they did, they would revise on their own in the daytime and then revise again with us in the evening time. So in lab 2, they ensured 2 revisions, and then we had marathon, so 3rd, 4th revision. So once you reach the examination hall after 4 or 3 revisions, there is no point, there is no possibility that anybody could.
Yes.
flunk
So
the
the silly mistakes, the things which we are forgetting, they will not happen because you have studied one thing 4 times. So very low chances that you will forget the things or make minor silly mistakes. So which are the deciders that whether it is 150 plus or minus for many students.
100%, sir. All right. So this is something that we keep on talking about. What are the absolute musts? As Goga sir said, you must have a good hold on concepts also. When we say concepts, we don't mean that you start opening the textbook and the Harrisons and start from the page 1. That is not possible. Concepts mean even if you are learning from the teachers of the platforms, there are long videos available which tell you the nitty-gritties of the topics. You cannot remember every single thing. You cannot memorize every single thing. So if you understand certain topics, you would be able to answer certain questions. At the same time, memorization, ratification, they are also very important. Certain questions would always be fact-based and there is not much that you can do but mug them. So a mix of concepts and the facts. Goga sir, your thoughts on PYTs, PYQs?
So PYQs and previous year topics will always remain important as they were important 20 years ago. They are still same important. So you cannot skip PYQs. But now the more important thing is not only the exact question, because the examiner twists the question. So you need to know those topics. If you know the topics thoroughly, no one can stop you from passing the exam.
100%, sir. Goga sir, you always talk about this momentum and late acceleration.
So as we keep on saying, take the preparation to the last day. So do not give long breaks in between. Definitely some days will be there when you don't feel like studying or some family problem has occurred or something has happened where you will not be able to study. But don't stretch that time to 7 days, 8 days, 10 days. Then it becomes difficult to gain the momentum again. Because this is not only the break, but after that gaining momentum takes another 5-7 days. So what is important is consistency. So consistently keep on studying, and at the last 1 month, 2 months, you should accelerate. Now it's the time to increase the strike rate. So that is the thing we are doing. So you need to follow that and you will definitely crack the exam.
Now that the dates were announced, some of you might feel that we have got 80-90 days and we can relax a bit. That would be a blunder, right? Do not let your momentum go waste. If you take a break of 5-7 days at this point of time, you will struggle in getting back into that rhythm. Don't make that mistake. Those 5 days can become 15 days and then you will struggle in getting back into that rhythm. Keep studying. Even if your preparation is good, in that case, you have to target 250. Sir, last time 260, 270,
Yes.
so many students were getting, and these students would definitely crack the NEET PG and NICT.
Obviously.
So if you're doing well, don't be happy with just 150 or 200, aim for 250, because 1 year later you have to crack NICT also. Goga sir tells this thing again and again, that finally it's a MCQ exam. Even if you have read it, you need to understand how to apply that knowledge to solve that MCQ. That is why in Cerebellum we give so much importance to solving MCQ. Goga sir brought ENDs, tests and discussions, in the mission pack. Why? Because he wanted that students should know how to approach a question, how to rule out the options, how to answer a question even when you are not 100% sure. So solving MCQs is very important. Everybody keeps on saying solve 50 MCQ, 70 MCQ, 100 MCQ per day, and they say that for a reason. It's the backbone of your preparation.
So that is very important. You should know how to solve the MCQ, because in the actual exam there will be many questions which you will not be sure. You will think that answer can be one of these two, or you sometimes you apply the concept, you do not know anything, but still you can answer just by reading some statements, some keywords. So that you can find out only after solving a lot of questions, and plus the teacher is giving you the idea how to solve the MCQs in the exam and discussions.
Because of GTs, some students are still hesitant about taking GTs.
So I always keep on saying that the grand test is not for seeing your marks, because in grand test, if you get very low marks, you feel that you are getting demotivated and you don't feel like studying and you stop studying. So that does not mean if you are getting less marks in the grand test, that means you have lot of mistakes in the grand test. If you work on them, same mistake you will not repeat in the actual exam. So whatever mistake you have to make that in grand test, so that there are lesser mistakes in the actual exam.
100%, sir. And finally, if we can, summarize everything using single word, that word would be structure. There has to be a structure to your preparation. How many hours you should follow the lecture, how many questions should you do, when to attend for a grand test, when to do late night PYQs, all these things come under a structure, and that is what we have been following in Cerebellum mission program, and probably that is why it is so successful, because it provides a very strong structure to the preparation. All right, so we are about to start with Mission 200 Plus Lab 2, which can also be a crash course for those who are already not a part of Mission 200 Plus. So there will be Lab 2 and Lab 3. What do we mean by Lab 2, Lab 3? Lab 1 is detailed classes plus test and discussion. Lab 2 is slightly concise classes plus test and discussion. Lab 3 is final class. Good thing is NB gave us a lot of time, because the exam is on 26th of July. Our Lab 2 would be very extensive, and we also would have an extensive Lab 3. So even if you are studying preparation today, still you can complete at least 2 revisions before going to the examination hall. So what is going to happen in Lab 2? First of all, we will have extensive revision classes. I will just show you the schedule. After the classes, we will have tests and discussions for all subjects by subject specialists. Late night PYQs were a big hit, right? Last year toppers, whether they were of INICT, NEET, PG, FMG, all of them said that this helped them a lot. What are late night PYQs? At 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, we provide you with the PYQs. Not only of the FMG exam, but also of NEET PG exam, because levels are quite similar nowadays. We want you to develop the habit of solving PYQs. Once something becomes a habit, you cannot feel good unless you do it. There were so many students who would tell us that unless I solved the late night PYQs, I did not feel okay. I felt as if something was missing. And when you get into that zone, you start solving a large number of questions. So these are very important. They were very effective. Goga sir, about GTs, we say that we don't want to impress you.
Yes. So normally many platforms, they make the GTs which are very difficult, so that you get impressed. Oh, this type of question is asked, this type of question has been asked. But in the actual exam, such type of questions are not asked. So we try to make the GTs exactly like the actual exam, not too easy, not too difficult, so that you will not get overconfident by getting an easy GT, and you do not start studying wrong things which you do not require by a difficult GT. So we want you to study the things which are required. So we are making the exam which simulate the actual exam.
Last exam, sir, if you remember, so many students said that the last GT that they took on our platform and their final score, they were in +-3. So many students said the same thing.
More than 100 students have interviewed. They have got +-5 of the last GT.
Yeah. So I think we are becoming successful in this world. So once Mission 200 Plus is over, then we'll go to Mission 200 Plus Lab 3. Lab 3 is like the final lab, the marathons, in which again we will have all the classes. The reason for this Lab 3 is we want that before going for exam, in the last 15, 20, 25 days, you have revised everything. And that's a big challenge for students. So we thought that, okay, let us do in the classes. So marathon ensures that everything is stored in your short-term memory when you're going into the examination hall. Again, these things would continue. So this is going to be the structure of lab 2. Of course, we'll start with the OG himself. So Goga sir will start it 7th and 8th of May class and 9th of May Indy. So students, when Goga sir teaches for 2 days, say around 10 to 12 hours. Now those 10 to 12 hours of pharmacology would be something which would be very high yield, and when a person of his stature teaches, he tries to cover almost everything in those 10 to 12 hours. So it's not going to be a 2 or 3 hour revision, it's going to be an extensive revision, and certain things we try to cover as ENDs, certain things we try to cover as questions. So in similar way, medicine, bigger subject, 4 days given plus 5 days given. Most of the shorter subjects would be covered in 1 day, like psychiatry or ortho dermat, one day, but another day for END, so that you can revise it. Bigger subjects 4 days or 3 days, shorter subjects 1 day, mid-level subjects 2 days. So it's going to be a very extensive program starting from 7th of May, will continue till 30th of June. Almost 52, 53 day program. The good thing is we are still left with 25 days, so that we can do the marathon, the lab 3 with a lot of peace, and you guys can get time to revise it. So if you have been following lab 1 properly, ensure that you do 2 revisions. Goga sir is going to come on 7th evening. In 7th morning, revise half of pharmacology from the last class. Evening, revise with him. And if you are a new student starting now, on 7th, whatever Goga sir teaches, 8th morning, revise it. 8th evening, whatever he teaches, 9th morning, revise it. Right? So for both category of students, ensure that you are revising. We will keep on taking GTs. More GTs will be added now that we have the dates. And late night PYQs is something that you have to do before you go to bed. So if you are not a student of Cerebellum Academy, you can go to the website, look for plan Mission 200 plus. You will see lab 2 crash course. I think 3-month plan is of some 20,000 rupees. And you can also add the coupon code of Cerebellum to get a discount. Right guys, so we are about to start with lab 2. It has been highly successful. As we said, enough days are left. If you start spending 8, 9, 10, 6 hours, whatever time you have, there is no reason why can't you get selected. There is no point sitting at your homes feeling frustrated ki kya kare, kaise kare, right? Start putting efforts. When you start putting efforts, things start happening. When things start happening, it becomes easier to continue on that path. Remember the line that we say again and again. Take your preparation to the last day. Nobody has it all figured out. Everybody faces obstacles. There are days when we don't feel like studying. There are days when we feel that things are not going into our head. There are days when we feel we are forgetting stuff. This happens with everybody. But you have to show up every day. When you show up every day and when you keep showing up till the last day, no force in the world can stop you from getting selected. Let the Goga sir say the final words and then we'll end the session.
So basically I will summarize. If you are already a student of Cerebellum, and your lab 1 is almost going to finish, you will have 6 days before the start of lab 2. So whatever subjects, maybe 1 or 2 subjects or some small things are left, try to complete in these 6 days, and then lab 2 we will start with the revisions. So whichever subject you suppose your more subjects are left, try to cover with the lab 2. So in lab 2 there will be again a good revision around like in pharmacology there will be around 10 to 12 hours, which is very enough for me to make you revise almost all pharmacology. So similar is the case for all the subjects. So lab 2 will continue, and then lab 3 marathon will be longer this time. So you will not be burdened with 14 hours daily. So there will be more time for every subject in the lab 3 also. So you have got a very high chance of getting selected if you follow this schedule. So this is for the Cerebellum students. Now those students who are not using Cerebellum till now, what they can do is they can select the crash course and directly start with the lab 2. So in the lab 2, so you will be getting enough theory as well as the concepts along with the ENDs, and you can complete your syllabus in 50 days, and then there will be again one revision which is very good revision, and your chances of getting 150 plus will be very high. So that's the program we have made for you.
So study hard. We are sure that you'll crack the exam and we'll be more than happy to interview you. All the best.
All the best.